Company worth keeping, that'll bash a smile on your head. Come on in, the door's open, you'll find just the finest folks here. Pull up a chair, grab a drink, and let our stories share. Cause we're the talk of the tavern. Here you're always welcome. The talk of the tavern. Sing here and bed love. The talk of the tavern. Music, medicine, and some. The talk of the tavern. Here we come.
And welcome to September 30th, Monday's episode of Talk at the Tavern, where we are going to discuss cider tasting and autumn awesomeness between the cider tasting. By that, we mean drinking. Yes. We're just going to introduce Elizabeth even before me, so Miss Slurpee Face can get attention. What are you drinking, Elizabeth? Because you're almost out, and we got to get to you real quick before you got none left of it.
Wow, okay, here we go. This evening's show is beginning like my cider, bitter and obtrusive. Okay, from Swilled Dog. It's hard cider,
hold it up
and
again.
it's caramel apple flavored. Oh, I'm sorry. Slow down. There you go.
Now do a slow pan back so we can see the can. There we go. Okay, got it. Good. Semi-sweet cider. Okay. So go on.
I appreciate the 6.9% alcohol level, but I do not find any notes of apple or caramel. It tends to be dry, so it's a little bitter, which I don't mind, but the aftertaste is not that great.
Wow,
Not
like
high
she's
on my
describing
favorite
dating
list.
me.
But I'm supposing the company will bring the sweetness to me, so cheers.
There we go. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. Hold on, Chris. Get out our first cider. Andrea, introduce yourself while we pour alcohol.
X200.
I'm not partaking.
Oh, thank you, Chris. I got nothing to cheer him with. Worst bartender ever.
No. I'm not partaking in the cider. I may be doing research. I have M&M's and ginger ale.
Yay! What kind of M&Ms?
Peanut butter. My favorite.
Ooh.
I got another bag.
And thank you, Elizabeth, for those bits. I'm sorry, I'm very distracted by not having the cider in front of me.
Is peanut butter your favorite?
It is.
Mmm.
It is.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter, butter, butter. Peanut butter.
Otter is watching. He's like,
I think you got more than me. Okay, let's do an opening toast here. Here's to, well, first of all, the best season of the damn year. With cooler weather, calmer people, holidays coming in, gatherings of friends, drinking, chatting, and everything the tavern stands for.
yeah, I can't wait.
We can actually clink with real people this time instead of just be like. Okay, what are we drinking here? What is this?
This is the Bold Rock Burt IPA hard cider.
Burt or Brute?
I like Bert.
Brute, because I can talk.
As opposed to the Ernie.
That costs extra.
Becca Sextra? That sounds like a Bond villain. Becca Sextra. Okay, I'm the host. I'm Travis. I'll be acting like I'm upset with everything they say and do. Because that's my job.
Is
Chris,
that your job?
well, it is tonight. Why are you questioning everything I do and say? And Chris, introduce yourself.
I'm Chris. That's all.
What are you drinking?
The same.
Is it Bert?
It's Burt.
This is... Okay, the reason it's a Brute is like a champagne. It's extra dry, and I must say, extra flavorless.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad you didn't have that Kit Kat right before this? Because it would have no flavor at all for you.
You want to mix it with some of my ginger ale?
It's like your ginger ale without flavor.
Why have ginger ale?
Well, there is a flavor to it.
There's like an
Apple.
aftertaste
Yeah,
of
it's like
unripe apple.
Cardboard apple.
if you've ever eaten a crab apple.
Like an unripe apple. Like not like a good green sour apple, but like a green apple. Like you're like, oh, I should have waited another week. And by the way, hello Trin, hello Gary, hello everybody else who has come to join us. Trin says, I like Reese's better.
I don't have any. Please don't melt in your hand.
That's right, we didn't get any. I was going to get some and I didn't.
I bought the big bag of M&Ms.
I need to decat fur the wall.
Yeah,
Your
you did.
lamp pointing up there, wow, I can tell. My octopus painting has like a Trump toupee on it.
That's fabulous.
Turn around and look up. That is incredible. It's like amber waves of cat fur.
Yeah.
Because we got gingers.
Because they all come in here.
So tonight we're not going to be doing This Week in History. We're going to be doing... what's she got? What is that? Oh.
Can you see it?
What are you wearing there, Elizabeth?
What am I what?
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing jeans.
No,
My
no,
old pirate shirt, but my awesome autumnness. It's a lovely scarf given to me years ago from a fabulous woman, and it's all bits and pieces strewn together of orange and black velvet, and it's just fantastic. It's the first time in a long time I can wear something and not sweat my balls off. I mean my boobs.
Your chest balls, it's okay.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm identifying having balls this evening.
Trin, we did see that before we went on air. That we're glad you made it here safely.
Yeah.
Why,
Who the fuck was
Violet? Thank you. That is Violet subscribing. It'll say it in a second, I think. Or not. I don't know. Violet, good to see you. We're drinking cider and tasting. Chris and I have 4 different ones, and
You're tasting
Elizabeth
crab
has
apples.
53. How many do you have, Elizabeth?
I have 4 as well,
4 as well.
Y'all heard
but only 3 remaining.
I'm getting attacked. End of show.
Sweet. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you had that up there.
It's fine.
You could put it back.
It's fine.
Do you need a pot like that?
I can't find my bottle opener.
I have one with fork.
All right, I'm gonna go old
I
school.
won't use it.
What are you gonna use? No pants?
Scissors. My boobies. If I could do that.
What?
She's gonna open her bottle with scissors.
Elizabeth! Scissors?
Shh, 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 don't make. Shh, shh, I'm focusing.
Put your eye out.
That's it. Ah,
Does that fuck up
you
your
just
scissors?
need an edge.
Oh,
What?
story of my life. I just need an edge. So anyhow,
Cannot tell you how many times I've watched people do that with their teeth unsuccessfully. Ugh.
I can tell you how many times I've done it successfully.
YouTube has the edge.
Is that done?
But you gotta move the trash can.
I just want. Well,
Hmm.
so wait, hold on. Violet says, kind of bummed the September promotion isn't still going, even though it's still September. I know they like ended it like 5 days before.
Yeah, they ended it at the beginning of the week.
Yeah, it's
That's not fair.
no,
No.
we're in agreement there. We are. It's
And I feel like they started it late too. They didn't even
They
start
did.
it on the first.
it was like 3 weeks long,
Right.
but maybe that's what they had the contract with Subway for.
Mm.
I don't know.
I want Subway.
It's,
Well,
So-
either way, we do not approve.
we did not approve. Oh yes, that's very true. We're disapproving even. So what about the past 7 days? Anybody have anything interesting happen in the last week? What's
Yes.
everybody's highlights? What do you have?
Oh, I
Amber?
ain't telling y'all.
What about the other thing?
There was another thing?
What about the third thing?
I got Matilda, the movie Matilda. I'm very
I
happy.
love that movie.
Me too.
You know, she's my age.
She looks so young. Hey, now I know Chris saw the first couple episodes of Dark Crystal.
It's true. I did.
Excuse me.
It's good. I don't know that the story has hooked me, but it is visually stunning. So, you know, there's that.
And Trin says, "Did I tell you? I'm getting a new job. I know I told Travis. I told Andrea." Violet says, "I went to a legit tea party as opposed to those
Fake ones?
like the speakeasy tea parties.
Oh, we need to do that.
A
Like
speakeasy tea
lace
party?
gloves, pearls, tea, cucumber sandwiches, macaroons. It was awesome."
So a high tea.
Yeah.
That's what I say when I see Ed's wife.
And if people haven't noticed, Ed is not with us tonight because work.
Yeah, he's not dead. He's just not here. To be clear,
He's at work.
Ed is no longer with us. What?
He's not with us tonight. Oh my god. I'm done.
Trin says, "I like the movie Matilda. I like Miss Honey." Is that a porn star?
No, it's the teacher from the movie.
That lives in the cottage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. You know what? Never mind.
I don't know if I've ever seen Matilda.
Whose aunt is the evil principal.
And Danny DeVito's her dad. He's a car salesman. Or he's
A dirty car salesman.
yeah, he's dirty.
Wait, is he dirty or is the car
And,
dirty?
oh, is it his wife? His wife is in it too, isn't she? His
Rhea
wife-
Perlman?
Yeah.
That's his
Mhm.
It was also a bridal shower, and the invitations were printed on tea bags with loose tea in
So they
them.
teabagged you? That's what I'm getting from this?
later
Oh,
comes-
that's cool. What a cool party. Wow.
I'm so teabagging her at the next party. She loves the shit.
I don't know. Yeah,
Not gonna build it up too big. Talk about pressure.
I was gonna say, you gotta be this tall to ride this ride. No, I'm just kidding.
You can't stand up all day. You eventually gotta sit down somewhere. I'll leap off the coffee table, and there we go. Make noise like a baloney on the
Can you
sink.
imagine waking up like, what the hell? Oh my god!
Oh, I'm not that limber to do it to myself. Again. Violet says the only downside was that 99% of the guests were complete strangers to me. There were no
Yeah.
strangers, Violet. Just friends you hadn't met yet.
That's right. That's right.
Also known as strangers.
How was the food? How was the food?
We're all gonna wait. Type faster. So what else did people have go on in the past
I
week?
don't remember.
We opened a show last Monday.
How'd it go?
Really well. Usually it takes like 3 days for the review to come out, and it came out on Wednesday, and it was a rave review from the Post.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
So like they were like on meth and had Dayglow
Yes.
stuff? Nice. That is a hell of a review.
It was. And so we've extended the show a week already.
Wow, nice.
And
Congratulations.
the Sunday before we opened, we had made 80% of our goal for, profit for the show.
That's awesome.
Like, just through preview week. So
What's the
It's-
show?
it's called Schoolgirls or the African Mean Girls Play.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I would like to see it.
And it's a lot like the movie Mean Girls, but set in Ghana in a high school.
Okay. By the way, Violet says the food was yummy, but teeny, like teeny bite-sized portions of everything. Teeny quiches, teeny salads, teeny sandwiches.
So it was a giant party.
Andrea loves these things. Violet, next time you're at a party like
little
this,
pork.
don't say these things are teeny. Be like, I am huge.
I am giant.
That's right.
Feed me more. Give the little teeny tiny forks and the little teeny tiny spoons. If they don't have them, bring your own. And just
Get little teeny tiny champagne glasses.
that'll throw them off.
She says noted. So what about you, Elizabeth? Exciting things this past week?
Sick. Got sick. But it was the first day of classes for my school, and I got it might have been the second week, I guess. And I got this 6-year-old who, in fact, everyone was sick. There's only 3 people in my class, and there should have been 7. And this 6-year-old, who is a handful, to say the least, beyond being 6, he's special. And I just kept telling him, because it's animation, and basically they're animating Legos. And the kids, somehow I got a great dice roll, and every kid in my class is extraordinary at doing this. And it's only the second week.
Nice.
And he is a bit of a distraction and really wants attention a lot. And I kept saying to him, be quick to think and be slow to react. And he went into his 6-year-old mode and wanted me to hold the camera for him while he animated. And I basically repeatedly told him no. And then I said, you're in here to animate, and if I do it for you, you haven't learned. So it worked. He just focused and got on his hands and knees and was animating on the floor. I let him do it. And then at one point, he got all excited and wanted me to hold the camera for animate again. And he kind of got worked up, and he turned around. I'll never forget it. He looked right at me, and he says, oh yeah, I forgot. He went right back to work on his own, and he actually animated. I got a 6-year-old to animate 3 little shorts.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's cool being a teacher because you're not in the same dichotomy as a parent. So you don't have to, it's kind of rough to say, but I don't love them.
Right.
So I'm not at their whims of their bullying.
It's the same thing if you're a parent, though.
What?
I don't love them.
I keep dropping them off. They keep on coming home.
I always worry a little bit while it's going on. Like, am I being too rough on them? And I always think, you know what? Just
they're not
let it
going to hold
ride.
themselves
if they're
down.
not crying. Yeah, so it was a good week.
Good job. Well done.
And I made a phenomenal chicken soup, and it was extraordinarily good. And there's a little bit left.
Tell us about that, and I'd like you to tell us.
Slowly, bite for bite.
And use the sexy voice this time. No cartoon voices.
I was going to do the pedophile voice. No, that's all rude.
I thought we hear you talk like that all day long.
Come on. Slow pitch. All I did was I cooked down a chicken carcass.
Oh, a chicken.
And then,
You have to specify.
yeah, and then I saved. I moved the human heads over, and I slid. I let it sit overnight, and then when I pulled it out the next day, that fat layer on top just easily came right off. And then I cooked down my carrots and my onions because that's sexy. And I threw in some pretty good Chardonnay on top of that. And I cooked that down. And then I put the broth. And then that wasn't quite enough, so I added some stock. And then I cooked that way down. And then, what did I do? Added chicken and shrimps. Totally added the shrimps, man. Rosemary, salt, and pepper. And it was, I'm telling you, man, this soup was fucking amazing. Still good.
So you had chicken and
You gotta
shrimp
add the
soup?
chicken as late as possible, though, so that way it doesn't dry out. That cooked chicken.
You had chicken and shrimp soup?
Chicken and mushroom.
Shroom.
Shroom.
Okay. I kept on hearing shrimp, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I
that is
did
a-
too, and
That's
I
my
was
fault.
like, that has
Yeah.
got to be the weirdest combination soup ever.
I wasn't even going to say it's bad. I was just, but yeah,
It
weird.
tastes amazing with caramel apple, I'll tell you.
Oh my god.
At least yours has flavor.
Chicken, carrots, onion, and I add the mushrooms because I figured out how to cook them where their texture comes just perfect, and they're this nice little kind of mushy, meaty taste to the soup.
Ah, it's like a 70-year-old man. Anyhow, moving on. Mushroom. Anyhow, moving on.
Mushy,
Mushroom.
tasty.
It's all about the texture. Did we cover all the stuff for you? Anything else going on this past week?
I'm here.
Okay, it's something that we
We had a visitor.
we don't talk about that.
Baby Shark came over. That's it.
Baby shark, do 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 do.
Baby shark, do 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 do.
Baby Shark.
Baby shark.
Oh, and I found Ricola instant tea on Amazon, and it's an amazing. Yeah, those little Ricola mints, throat lozenges. You can get it as a tea. It's dehydrated, and you just stir it in hot water.
Weird.
Mmm,
Okay.
very good. Ricola.
You know what else you could stir in the hot water? Carcasses.
Well, yeah.
Shrimps. Shrimp.
What about us, Andrew? Do we have anything? Let's see. We did the Indian Festival last week. Oh, I have 2 different potential jobs at work.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm definitely getting at least one of them, and there's a third one that was due to be posted today that they're really pushing for me to get. So the bottom line is I'm moving up, and that'll mean 40 hours a week at a slightly better pay.
Moving on up.
And bada bing, bada boom, I will have double the income because it'll be doubling the hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that means double the amount of time out of the house away from Andrea and the cats. Oh,
The cats. I miss you.
they will.
Yeah, but that means doubling the savings.
You mean
'Cause,
having
you know,
some
won't be
savings?
Yeah, it'll be like that forever.
Yeah.
So it's doubling.
It'll mean things like repairing the AC in my car after 3 years. Oh, and Violet, thank you for throwing the extra care package in there for World of Tanks. Just so everybody knows, at 9 o'clock when we do our break, I'm going to be giving away everything that we have built up in the community. Thank you for your bits, baby. It's you, Elizabeth.
Oh, I forgot.
She says with
Toxic.
enthusiasm. It's always fun, because I know, yeah. I come on, I'm like, hey, you know, I'm Travis, blah, blah, blah. And then everybody's like, hey, anybody else? And I'm like, oh. Oh. It's so sad. So what kind of, we won't get a surprise. I'm trying to think if there's, besides that, anything else that went on.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Good one.
He can't mute.
Well, I can't mute myself.
So it begins.
Normally I turn myself off, so you don't have to listen to that.
It turned us off. Trin says, oh, by the way, in the next couple weeks, I won't be on streams anymore once I start this new job, because I'll be working 3 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, so might as well take moderation off my name. Gary says, I'm the basement. He really said that. I'm the basement. So sorry for a little interaction. You're okay, Gary. Trin, as regarding that, I can take it off anytime you want me to, but the bottom line, you can still join us on Saturday and Sundays, and it's all good.
Yeah.
So, okay, what do we got this time?
Beach!
Oh, God.
Hmm.
It's peach. Bold Rock, hard cider, peach. What's in the little box below?
Seasonal.
Seasonal peach. As opposed to those year-round peaches. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to check the nose.
He doesn't have a nose.
Leave my nose alone.
I got your nose.
What's your nose?
It smells very peachy.
I can't smell shit off this.
Like-
Thank you, Chris. No exclamation points, though, huh? Damn it.
Oh shit, where'd they go?
You're not gonna. All right.
You want me
You're gonna
to
be.
say hi to you? I say hi
Like-
to you so
like-
in a different way.
It smells like the peach rings candies.
Oh, weird.
Smell it.
Oh, right there.
Kind of does.
It's hitting the side of my tongues and creating this pussy.
right
Hey, we got one that looks like that now.
here. No.
Yeah, you do.
He's
Noodle.
the gray tabby with the with the.
Noodle!
Oh, by the way, guys, the thing that just posted up
Eve.
in the chat there lets you know how to auto host the tavern if you are so inclined. So it automatically. Is that part of the carcass he's fighting you for?
Yes.
He's a good boy. Nothing a little bit of bribery can get a cat to do many things.
What are you bribing him with?
Yeah, well. There we go. Chris has got that up there. It's, I'm hoping to one day eventually have emotes for all of them. We'll see.
So how is this new cider? How is it?
Weird.
Yeah, a little. It's kind of fake peachy. Like,
Yeah.
You know how strawberry candy never tastes like strawberry and peach candy never tastes like peach?
What's that?
Yeah, this is the peach candy flavor.
Yeah.
It's like that fake strawberry tastes almost like Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has very little other flavor. It's very dry. It's hitting the side of my tongues, creating almost a sourness when it hits the side of my tongues. I don't know if you're getting that.
You said tongues?
Yeah, but I'm okay with that because I like sour.
Tongues.
I like sour too, but I've never had a sour peach.
I mean, I have. It was a bad peach that was not ready to be picked.
Exactly. We have 14 users? Users.
Yeah.
As long as they're not meth users.
Whatever.
So, okay, I guess...
All right.
Yes?
So I'm drinking, since you
what
switched
do you got?
over. All right. I'm drinking Crispin Blackberry Pear.
Oh, interesting. How is it?
Okay.
There you go.
Well, they say this is what they claim. Is blackberry pear is elegant and refreshing with a ripe pear berry bouquet, subtle blackberry tang, and juicy complexity.
I have a pair of
It has a slight tart bitterness of almost ripe strawberries, finished with a deep black raspberry flavor. Light to medium body, drying, moderate carbonation, 5%. This is infinitely better than the previous cider. It is what it's supposed to be. I like it. It's not super sweet. I am enjoying it, and on a hot day, this would be fantastic. I think so.
It sounds like she got better stuff than we did.
Yeah, a little bit.
By the way, Trin wants you. I mean, not like romantic. Well, maybe romantic. I don't know. But she said your name.
Hi, Trent.
Well, she didn't say hi. She just said Chris. It sounded like a warning.
Well, I have a side advantage to you too. I used to schlep this stuff, so.
You see, I don't like Crispin. I find it to be too dry and a little bitter, and...
Kind of like me.
Am I humor?
But like, I don't know that I've
they-
ever had any of their, like, flavored stuff. It's always been, like, straight out of the tap, so...
I agree. I'm not a huge bitter person, but I like it when it kind of ends the sweet. Oop. This one's okay. It's not my Irish Magners, which is my go-to. So.
Oh, no, see, I find Magners even worse. Like, it tastes like vinegar to me. I can't,
Wow.
I hate drinking Magners.
Oh, we do have some apple cider vinegar in there if you want.
Great.
Because if these
And
don't
it's
improve,
just
we
like,
might need
it's
some.
just like drinking a Magners.
Trin says, he does have a baby face. Yeah, he keeps it in a frame under glass.
Gotta keep that skin fresh.
And apparently in the refrigerator. Babies are
Are
creepy.
you okay? What is
Okay.
that cider? So, what is your go-to cider then, Chris?
I'd have to say Angry Orchard. They're green apple.
Angry Orchard.
I like
You don't like
sweeter-
bitter, but anger is okay.
Yeah. I like things a little on the sweeter side, and I think
Yeah.
that their green apple, the sourness of the green apple, evens out a lot of the sweetness of their regular crisp ones. So
No,
that is what
I like sweet cider too. Sometimes it's a little too much to handle. That's why I went a bunch of dries this evening. But yeah, there's some good ciders out there.
So the theater, I will have to take a picture, but it's a Virginia cidery that has it's an orange blossom something cider. It's on the drier side. It's really good.
That's not the one you had the other 2 weeks ago, is it, Elizabeth? It's not the one.
I still have 2 more in the fridge.
I don't think so.
What do you remember the cidery?
I'll get it in the break. I'll run down
Okay.
and go grab one.
Did I take
I
a
don't think
picture?
that's the one he wants. It's a little bitter.
It's it was like blood orange or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, this is like orange blossom and...
Which is if
I bet you that's the one I tasted, and then they gave you this one. Because the one I bought tasted nothing like the one I tasted.
Huh.
So, and I know this to be true because it was the beginning of the fest, and I had almost nothing to drink. So,
I wonder if I can gift Cogsley a subscription.
I don't think you can, because I think I tried.
No. I know other people can, because you got him one.
Oh, right.
I'm wondering if I can. I'll check that in a minute. I'm going to try to gift him a sub, because that way when he does the emotes from the channel, they work. So there we go. We're going to do that. I'll do that.
I was having lunch with a friend and a bunch of people, and her mother was there, and she was telling me her mother's 82, 84. I have it saved somewhere, and it was something mixed with champagne, like maybe lemonade or a soda mixed with champagne. So it was a little lighter, kind of like a shandy. And that was a really big hit, I guess in the 40s or 50s when she was drinking. And she'd have one of those, and that was like her evening. And I remember thinking, boy, what a good drink, you know?
I know orange juice and champagne were very popular.
That's a mimosa.
That's what I was thinking. Mimosa or sangria was another one that was very popular in the 80s. That's got some kind of similar mixture.
Mad Dog 2020.
No.
Brass Monkey.
And no Boone's Farm either.
Fuck yeah.
Do you drink Strongbow, Chris? Strongbow cider?
I do. Again, I don't like their original Strongbow, but their other flavors
their sweeter ones
are much better.
That's actually what I was kind of keeping an eye out for, and I couldn't find it.
Oh, they just call it a lemonade mimosa.
Okay.
It should have a real name, because that sounds kind of dumb.
Like Lamosa.
Lame Marissa.
Lame Marissa.
Who's Marissa? Why are you laying her? Okay, so it's the one I pumped so far.
Oh, no, she offered, and I said no. I think it was a good choice. This would be the one night she ever found the channel and watched that one moment right there.
It's funny because the camera view I get from my phone, which is what I'm on now, is different than the camera view from Twitch.
Correct.
2 cameras.
And the camera view on my phone, Andrea looks like the Emperor. She's almost completely enshadowed in this chair.
You've got the black chair
Just this
thing and then your
voice.
dark hair around your face, so it does look like a cowl up here in
Looks
Skype.
like a cow?
It's
Are you saying it look like a
fabulous.
cow?
I don't know what you're talking about. Whereas on, this camera that's the viewers are seeing is a much better quality one. Yeah, Trin says it looks great.
He's got one eye. I've never done this, so like
It's
knitted
a
it.
little rounded at the bottom.
It's a tear.
Well,
a dark
I tried
tear.
to sew it in there. It looked stupid. I took it out, so I
Cool.
tried to knit something to sew on. I might put a Google eye. I might put
Do
some
it.
white in there to make them cross-eyed. I don't know. We'll see. See what happens.
It looks great. It looks fabulous.
Do you want me to hold it closer?
Yeah, I don't have a pattern. I just
Can I put it on?
okay.
Put it on.
I don't know if I'll picture
On your
it.
head. On the head with the ears.
Well, all right. Let's see. Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay, the eye, eye needs to be a little higher, but yeah, that looks great.
Well, no,
It's coming.
it's not that low on his head.
I feel like that one guy from Hogan's Heroes that always wore this kind of hat, but it wasn't orange.
That looks great.
Don't put it on the cat.
It might fit on my head a little better.
It might. I've got a big old round head.
Baby shark, where's the baby pumpkin?
Now it looks like one of those hats where you bring your baby home from the hospital.
Oh my god, I gotta finish it and then you can swaddle him.
You want to be a burrito?
Yes.
Well, yeah, duh.
Oh god.
So yeah, my original idea of what ciders to get would have been like the straight up original Strongbow, Angry Orchard, Red Robin, that other one.
I'm just thinking of him all burritoed. And you're like, new baby. Okay, sorry.
In the Batman comforter.
No, I think it'd have to be a plain blue one.
Plain
And you'd
blue
have
one.
to have one hand barely out, like just grabbing my mustache or something. Not your own, but mine. Because you know how babies like curl their fingers and whatever the fuck they can reach?
Yeah.
Just hit, nah.
And then we could do the Pornhub version. Wow, that's a lot of hits in a half hour. Thank you, Elizabeth. Oh, for Andrea's job. Good job. Well done.
Oh, that's funny.
Wondering if Trin is clipping that now. I love that Trin. Look at that. Look at who's the biggest contributor to our. See, I don't. This community gift chest, I want to give it away because I can't.
Oh, now it's talking.
I know.
See, I can't see on mobile who's in the lead.
There you
With
go.
the P.
Well, not me. I'll tell you it's not me.
Hey, John, how are you? Good to see you, man.
Oh, you missed it.
He says 20 bits is 20 bits. What do you miss?
Swaddling Chris.
Wow. Cider disappears. It just evaporates so quickly.
It really does.
What's the other one besides?
Oh, your stash is looking good, Chris. Forgot to mention that. Well done.
I mean, it's not even waxed. It's just kind of there.
I watched
It's
it
the
last night when I
cider.
was
It's
sleeping.
happy when it's cider. It's smiling. My vagina does the same thing.
I'm never going to find the clitoris if you keep covering that.
Where's the moderator?
They're very entertaining.
Well, hot here.
You should have seen us last night on D&D.
Oh, that was so much fun. Damn it.
So does hers. Yes, you're right, John. John was there for D&D last night. Yeah?
I saw nothing. It was the saddest day of the year for me yesterday.
Because you didn't see
And I
us?
posted the picture.
You did.
But that's partly true.
Uh-huh.
I helped a friend close up his home for the winter, and it was like watching an old friend disappear for 9 months. It was very sad. So I couldn't even watch football or D&D. I just
I usually bury
wept
him
privately.
You could have wept
What?
privately. We would have never even known. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you this. Ready, Andrea? With your emperor-looking self?
Don't see me. Where am I? Yeah, that's me.
See, for all the other viewers, we'll just put us in the middle of Elizabeth. But you can see Andrea in her emperor guise. Just put that back right there. Put that back right up there for you. There you go. You're good. You're good. You got it.
Okay.
Okay. And thank you. Yes, Trin, thank you. We appreciate you. You are the clip queen.
Oh, no.
Clip.
Just be clear.
Well, whatever.
Clip with a P. Ew, I hate when it pees.
Oh. What?
Just keep drinking. Just keep drinking.
I'm gonna need like some
What do
whiskey
we
to
do?
wash
We
these
drink. Drink. What do we do? We drink.
flavors. Did you just miss the glass?
No.
No.
Okay.
I am a professional at this.
Professional what?
Maybe we need to get one before the break.
Get one what? A whiskey?
Another these.
Cat?
Something with a flavor that doesn't make us go,
No more cats. No more cats.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pee though.
That has flavor.
All right.
a little bitter,
I
slightly fruity.
have moved on.
What do you want
to
to now?
the-
Tell us.
Ace pineapple.
Oh, God.
cider.
Ew.
Okay, I like the label.
Why?
I like the label, though. Look,
That was a great bottle or can, whatever the hell it is.
that's a bottle. That's the label of the bottle.
I like it.
There we go.
Pineapples
It was
belong
inspired
in pizzas and fruit salads,
By
not
Shh.
bottles.
Shh, don't. Just because you're angry doesn't mean you're right. Okay.
Or like filled with vodka and blue curacao.
What's the blue curacao?
Hey, if it
a
comes to eating and
citrus
drinking, give it a
flavored
shot. Just give it a try.
liqueur that's blue.
All right. It was inspired by the annual visit to the Hawaiian Islands. It's an ideal drink for tropical hot and humid climates. And then this is a mix. Okay, it's a mix of pineapple cider. Oh, what? No. It's an instant sweet taste with a tart finish. Nothing like having a tart finish. It's 5%.
She's a professional.
It's got a little zip. It's a touch dry and a touch sweet, and it is tart. I generally like the tart when it hits, right back here, but I find it refreshing and good.
More again.
And you can taste the
Whatever.
pineapple. You can
What's the
taste
bottom?
the acidity of pineapple. It's quite extraordinary.
So
This is one of the best-selling ciders.
what do you think of it, though?
I like it.
Yeah?
It's very different than a normal cider. I mean, I don't want more than one.
I would try
Maybe I'd
that.
have one later. But I'm enjoying it, and I'm really glad I bought it.
Like how pineapple-y
You
Yeah,
is
no,
it?
pineapple.
Is it
Pear,
like
you want to sniff it?
drinking a harder pineapple juice, or like what is the like I don't understand what it could
I would
taste
say it's
like.
1/4% pineapple juice on the mouth.
Okay, Trin.
And then it's the carbonation. And so it's not overwhelmingly sweet, but so it's a 1/4% pineapple juice initially, carbonation, but there's a leftover pineapple taste without the sweet. It's extraordinary.
Maybe we should have gotten one, because that
Do
was
they
the
have any?
pineapple one on the shelf.
Was that the same one?
Yep.
The other one had a cool label in
Yeah.
it? You
Yep.
sure?
Yep.
Okay. well,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Where did y'all go? Walmart or Food Lion?
Food Line. Because they had the one where you could buy the individual bottles to build your own 6-pack, or we get just a multi-pack straight out of it.
That's the
It's out of Sonoma. It's out of California. How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
I don't know how to answer that. I
It's pretty good, man. I'm telling you, you can taste pineapple. It's good. Damn, I should have bought 2 or 3.
Well, that's why we do a tasting, so you know next time what to get and what not to get,
You can
which
always
apparently
bring
is
camping.
anything in this pack so far.
Yeah,
They're not horrible. They're not like, oh god, I can't drink that.
No,
It's just
I would drink all of them again. Like I'd have one.
right.
Like start off drinking one,
And
and then
actually,
move to something else.
This might be
What's
a
the
matter.
best one so far?
None of them. Because we haven't tried pear. Have you tried your pear yet?
I haven't tried the pear yet.
So we'll let you know after we have the pear. But I would say they would change drastically if you were having them with the right food. Oh, what is that? Oh, that is Andrea. Here's you, Andrea.
Thanks.
Hey.
I was gonna cheers her, but don't put M&Ms in my cider.
Okay, you ready, Trent?
Yes.
You might start a new flavor. I would definitely buy this again, and I normally don't buy much cider, but this one I'm
Nope.
definitely.
It's the pear one, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I've had that
I
before.
don't
It's
like pear
disgusting.
ciders. That's just it. So the woodchuck pear, gross.
Woodchuck. That's the other brand I keep not thinking of.
That's the one I had. The woodchuck
I
pear.
don't like woodchuck across the board.
Woodchuck.
I feel
the
like
first
they
time
have-
you have it, it's incredible. By the time you're halfway the first one, you're like, oh, I thought sweet.
Their pear is really gross. Someone gave me an all organic pear that was gross too. I don't think pear makes good cider. That's just me.
I don't think pear. Oh, thank you. Up. She says.
I like
Hold on.
pears.
Mhm.
I'm trying to see if it reads it.
It's not.
Why did it not read it out loud?
Never
Oh,
mind.
you know what? I think it only reads at a certain amount or above. That's what it is.
100 or something.
But it says Upchuck Woodchuck. I'll read it. And I might be able to go change change their automatic settings to whatever. We'll see.
No, leave it. People throw more.
That's funny, Chris, because when I went to a film festival in Ireland the first year, it's in Tipperary, and that's where the Magners, or over there they call it Bulmers, a cider is made, and that's the town it's made in. And then when they tried the pear the first time, I guess the first batch gave everyone the runs.
Avalon cleared. X100.
All the
Ultra
locals are like,
sucks.
don't have the pear. The pear. And wherever we went, they would repeatedly tell the Americans, don't have the pear.
And hello to
Now
Jewel.
they've gotten over it. Sorry.
It's okay. Carry
I just
on.
wanted a disclaimer for the tavern.
Let me just shout out real quick to Jewel here. Jewel says, hello all, tuning in from work. The other losers are watching Dancing with the Stars.
Is it that bad you want to eat M&M?
Hmm.
Is it that bad you want to eat an M&M?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's got the most flavor so far of the
It's
three,
true.
though.
And it tastes very much like a pear. But it's like... And don't get me wrong, like, I like sickeningly sweet pears. Like, a can of pears, like, I'll just drink the juice out of the bottom of the can of pears.
That's weird.
But this is not good.
It's better than drinking the juice out of the bottom of the pair of cans.
Ew!
So, Elizabeth, you were saying...
Can what? I was saying that it doesn't do that anymore. That's cider. You're fine. It's just the first batch, there was something wrong with it. So now they've done repeatedly batches of pear and everything's fine. So let's just put that out there.
Trin, you have a good night. Thank you for joining us for the first half of the show.
Oh,
when do you start
Trin.
your new job, Trin? And also, when do you quit your current job?
And how are you going to do it? Are you going to film it?
Well, I'm just wondering if there's a gap where she won't be working for a few days where we can expect her company more often and for longer hours.
Tell us, Trin. Tell us.
Boop the snoot.
And
Tell
clean
us
the
more,
eyeball.
tell us more. You need to quit booping stuff.
Does he have a car?
Did you get very far?
That's just what I was thinking.
Trin, here's a quick secret. If your job was letting you go, they would not give you 2 weeks' notice. 2 weeks' notice is a courtesy, not a requirement.
In
So-
this state,
That's right.
you don't have to?
No, you don't have to anywhere. There are certain jobs in the UK that you sign a contract
Gotcha.
with that they demand you give them a certain amount of notice. But they're also supposed to do the same for you. But yeah, in the U.S., unless if there
I
is,
think I have to give 2 weeks notice.
you might have a contract considering your position and everything.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, yeah, 2 weeks notice, really nice of you. Don't gotta.
Did you go to school for electrical?
I went to school for theater. Well, I went to school for technical theater first,
Mm-hmm.
which encompassed that. And then I went to get a bachelor's for more designy theater-y bits.
You know what I went to school for? 7 years.
Me too.
Total.
Yep.
Yeah, not college.
Well,
Well, if I want to go back to Jewel, then it's best to give 2 weeks notice anyway.
Jewel?
Like I said,
Hey, is Jewel her job?
She's been working the Jewel. Trin, sure, it will give you a better chance, but it is not required. At Amazon, where I'm working currently, when I worked there previously, I quit on the spot. Went, I'm resigning. Do you need anything? And I walked out. They rehired. So what I'm saying is, yes, it's absolutely very nice to give that notice. Not a requirement. Drop. Yeah, we have tried Bold Rock Brute IPA, Bold Rock Peach, and Bold Rock Pear IPA. You know, the IPA thing could be throwing you too. And how the fuck
we
do you make
didn't. We don't have the IPA. Oh, that's probably what it is.
That's what.
It's the pear IPA. It's not just their straight pear. That's
The
probably why I don't like them.
Burt IPA?
Yeah, and Bert's IPA. Drop, how are you, man? Thank you for coming in. We are doing a
Screw
cider
it.
tasting. Bert does.
You want to know a horrendous new trend is pumpkin IPA. Bitter and bitter, bitter. Thick, bitter,
Instead of
bitter.
IPA, I much prefer IP. Trent says I'm gonna work for Pactive. I think there's one in Virginia. There is. They're the people that basically make the plastic containers that restaurants use, or the styrofoam containers that grocery store use to put their meat on. I put my meat on
Meat.
some earlier. So Drop says he's tried them all. We've got a 4-pack, and I'm hoping the final one of the 4 is
It's the
better.
final
These are really-
We
cider.
should save for after the break.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's going to take us that long to get through that, I guarantee. Cause
Yeah. I also don't know that I can drink another one without peeing first.
Now we're like the Japanese game show. Who can drink the most cider without peeing?
I'm gonna lose.
Good night, Trin.
I would lose.
Your
I would
face is
totally
the best,
lose.
Trin. Here's to Trin's face.
Chin face.
Did you say
It's
Trin
plastic,
face?
so it doesn't tink.
Do you want one of these?
Nope.
Got green, orange, or gold. You get your choice of colors.
Chin face.
You're bothering the guy.
Balchinian.
Hugh Jackman,
Huh.
movie 43.
The peanut butter from the M&Ms makes the pear taste better.
There you go.
Ain't surprising.
Yeah, it does. So, are we talking about awesome autumnness?
Sure. You know what's not awesome?
Everything.
What?
All right. At work, we got Christmas trees in now. So Christmas trees mixed in with the Halloween. It's fabulous.
Do you have any black ones?
No, we got spray paint. But the pine cones. I love when the pine cones come in because they smell of cinnamon. It smells great. No, this year they smell like pumpkin spice. It's disgusting.
They just rub them on white girls.
It is so nasty. I'm like, what is that smell? Boxes of pine cones. Pumpkin spice. Nope.
Why can't it be steak and garlic?
Right?
Garlic and onion.
Why can't it just be cinnamon?
See, I've wondered that about candles. How come we don't have... Sure, you get apple pie, you get vanilla. Why don't we have, like, garlic and onion?
They do. They're specialty because most people don't like it. But there's people that
You know
like
what?
it. I'm like, I
Get-
can make that shit.
Give me a candle that smells like Chinese restaurant when you're 0.2 of a mile away.
Just put MSG in it.
It's like ginger and garlic. And by the way, Drop says you should try Bold Rock Rose Cider. Is it made with real roses? Is that
Oh, the rosé.
Maybe.
It's there should be a little accent there. It's not rose as in like the
woman
flower.
from Titanic?
yeah or that it's the rosé, so it's
That'd
that
be rough
pink
squeezing
color.
that out.
What are you doing? I don't wanna.
Nah.
We know Drop. We're
way.
just being stupid. Drop is like that or the Virginia apple cider. It's a type of apple. We know, Drop. But thank you. Please clarify these things just in case we
They've
don't
had
have.
a lot of cider. You might want to just clarify anyway because it amuses me. What?
That's like rosé is like people who say gose.
Gary, you heard it too.
Oh my god.
Gary
Rosé.
says fish flapping on dock with reverb.
Yep, that is in fact what it sounded like.
Elizabeth, did you hear what we stopped and like looked over? Were you able to
She
hear
did
that noise?
No.
It sounded like it
I
started out
heard
like
boop.
no, it was like maybe like a bag crinkling.
It was fish flapping on a dock with reverb. Reverb.
What would you say the first time?
She's not even drinking. What? Fish flapping on a dock with reverb.
That's what
Reverb.
Gary said. That's exactly what it sounded like.
Oh, I didn't hear it at all. I heard boop.
A little more than the bologna hit in the sink.
Okay, Jewel says
I
awesome
just
autumn is North Carolina had its hottest day on record since the 40s, and the Northwest states having a buzzard. Now she did correct it to blizzard, but I'm going to stick with buzzard because that's much more entertaining for me.
Yeah,
So hottest day on record in September or ever, Jewel?
My school's trying to get all the instructors to order yearbooks. I'm not ordering a yearbook. Get the fuck
didn't
out
it
of
just
here.
start?
I have one of each of Bold Rock in my fridge right next to my PC right now.
Why is your PC in the fridge?
That is a hardcore gamer.
Gotta keep that shit cool, man.
He is sitting on a porta potty. His computer is right in the fridge next to the food. That is
Yeah.
hardcore.
You got to respect that kind of commitment, man.
Hell yeah. And that kind of electric bill. If you don't even need an AC.
Alright, I'm going to explode if I don't
Yeah.
pee now.
5 minutes till 9. Time for a break. Everybody bolt. Go get whatever you got to get. I'm going to sit here. Andrew, are you staying or you got to get up for a minute?
I don't know.
Chris, bring back a decent cider. This has been such...
There's one left.
Oh, God, I hope it's decent.
It's apple.
We're staring at...
Stuffed apple.
Let's hope
I
so.
don't know if it'll get any worse.
I tell you guys, I love variety in these things, but when you have so much variety that normal disappears, the thing that you wanted variety for, I don't know, drop. I gotta wait for him to bring it.
Nobody knows.
I'll let you know. I have him surprising me with what appears in my glass.
Yeah.
It's a Bold Rock. I think it's just standard apple. I think it's her normal apple. But yeah, I think next time I do a tasting, what I'm going to do is, here's Woodchuck, here's Bold Rock, here's Longbow or Strongbow or whatever it is, and here's Reds. And just have, like, the staple one for each company so we can compare them. Now, when everybody gets back, I am going to do a giveaway of the community gift chest. If anybody is in Amazon Prime, you are welcome to contribute to that. It's just more things Twitch are letting people give away for free.
No.
In theory, see, I think I liked Strongbow. I think Woodchuck was too sweet for me. I want to say Bold Rock was in general okay, not too sweet, and I don't remember Reds. What?
Instagram makes me sad.
Why? Is it the thing I said? Is that today?
Who's Jamie? Yeah.
Today?
Mhm.
Jewel, how's Jamin doing today, please?
That's a CPAP machine.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, he's not like hooked up to tubes, but still.
I thought he was an like a F-16 fighter pilot with no shirt on.
Kind of. And a dinosaur.
It's but yeah, I want to say I liked Reds and.
Oh no.
Okay, then it's probably not Reds I like drop because yeah, I don't like it super dry, but I don't like the sickly sweet. I'd have to say pretty much middle of the road, but closer to dry than sweet. So yeah, and drop in case you don't remember, Chris is a big cider fan as well as a mead fan, and most mead is a bit sweet for me. There is still some over there, yeah. Don't forget to take it with you. I mean, you can.
No, I'm taking
Yeah.
that home with me.
I was about to say you can leave it here. It probably won't get drank,
What?
The mead.
Oh,
but he's got mead behind him.
Hmm.
Welcome back, Elizabeth. We all back?
$30 a bottle. I will take it with me.
I forgot the other cool school story.
Okay, go ahead. Oh
Okay,
wait, I'm
so-
sorry. Before you start, let me do the giveaway since we're all back. Let me go press
Alright, let's do
the
it.
give it away button. Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
No.
Give it away, give it. Chris, you want to help me out with this? Give it away, give it away, give it away
Is
now.
it?
Give it away.
He's
Say,
so helpful.
what is
Look at-
it?
Oh, nice. I'm a cider guy beside the random premium beer and sake. Best drank out of a young girl's pubes, we've heard.
And this is what I watched. They said that it's sweeping up like cat hair.
Really, you got to cover the pear taste that much? You're getting a Twix?
I mean,
You can have some M&M's.
Okay, there we go. Look at that. Giving out some gifts. Here's something from Tempe, thanks to Trin. And Jula's getting a little game care package, thanks to Trin. And Dropsome, thanks to Violet. So there we go. We have given it away now. True story. I think there's 2 more to go out. I think there was a total of 5. So, and if you guys don't want them or don't like them, there might be a way to contribute them to another streamer at some point in time. I'm not sure though. They just started doing this. And once this gives it all away, oh, you're welcome there, Tempe. By the way, good to see you, of course. We're drinking cider. What are you doing? How are you? Everything going okay for you? Yeah, I think we're just going to wait for 2 more. Then we're going to give Elizabeth the floor and let her tell us his other awesome story from school. And if this doesn't... Oh, there it goes. I think you may have lost first place.
Drop some cheered.
Uh-oh.
X1500.
Yep, nope, I'm out.
Jamin was so exhausted from physical therapy, he texted me a long series of emojis. Physical therapy wants to send him to rehab. I sent him a link to Amy Winehouse song.
Wow. Fabulous.
No.
So, thank you, for your great breath and you're awesome there, Cheer. Thanks, Drop. Glad they're thick. That's what she said. And Tempe says, writing after a shitty week last week. Tempe, what you writing? Yeah, that's
Tempe,
awesome.
we love you, Tempe. Heal on.
We do. And Andrea, you're on book 2 right now, right? So are you back to your series, or are you just writing some other stuff to just keep writing? Okay, well, Tempe is typing that out, and I'll read that out in a minute when it gets up there, but I want to give Elizabeth a chance. She's been nice enough to wait. So, go ahead.
Okay, so school ended, blah, blah, blah. Drove to a local market to get a couple beers and see a friend who works there, and I'm chatting, and she gets so excited, and a finger comes right my way. See, apparently her grandson, who's first year in college, is really stressed out and having a very difficult time. He's taking an art class, and he has to write a lot of papers, and he's not skilled in writing papers. Apparently they don't teach you that art anymore in school, or even those tools. And he, I guess, is so freaked. Anyway, she asked me to tutor him. Could I? And I said, absolutely not a problem. I know the structure. I had to take a whole course on writing thesis papers because in criminology, my first degree, a lot of us end up as researchers. And you got to know how to do it. And I chatted with him for about 10 minutes, and we're meeting tomorrow night. We're going to tutor him some more. And after I was done with him,
So it is a
she
date.
said, that's the first time I've seen him smile in a long time. And I find it, George Bush did a lot of good stuff, but he fucked up the school system, man. You got to teach these kids how to, just give them the tools on how to think, give them the tools on how to research a subject and get it onto paper. I mean, a lot of what you do out in work is that, and to just send them out into the world, like, good luck.
You know where they get the
It's
tools now,
ridiculous.
Elizabeth? YouTube.
Artists. That's
YouTube.
true.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. And by the way, if you are lost on how to do something, yeah, fucking YouTube that shit.
I do that at
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, let's use the Google and check out the videos.
And Elizabeth, this is not saying that's the right way to do things. We absolutely
saying
should
that's what
arm
happens.
our children with knowledge. Tempe says some other stuff in book 8 in the series. Looks like I have to have
Ooh.
hand surgery after they found a bone tumor in the next few months and trying to get a bone. What the fuck is a bone tumor?
In her
And by the way,
You know
finger.
what it
In her
is?
finger.
Masturbation and
No, she's growing another hand so she can write more.
On the writing note, one of my coworkers' daughter is in 6th or 7th grade now, but she was saying the other day that they don't teach kids how to write anymore. After 1st grade, and they learn how to actually make the letters, There is no more curriculum for cursive
No,
or
there's not.
any handwriting. Everything nowadays, starting in 2nd grade and beyond, is all typing on the computer and keyboards.
And to add to that, Chris, you know, I mean, you and I know the fallacy on that
Night, John.
because
Drive
Hi,
safe.
John.
all that learning how to write and writing papers is really just kind of structuring thought and opinion. And they don't understand researching, and they don't understand, you know, viable sources of information and non-viable sources of information. It's quite frightening that people are being dumbed down, and they don't even realize it. I told him, I said, you give me half an hour, you're going to be fine. You know, you're going to be in a way better position. And I'm going to fight that because I don't like ignorance. I'm very prejudiced against ignorance, and I fight it every day. And my friend is going to try to pay me, and I'll take the money. And when I leave, I'll hide it in the house with a note like, no way, I'm not taking the money. I will fight ignorance and spread the knowledge. And I'm honored she asked me, and I'm honored to help. So people have helped me, and I'm helping. So
If your
I just
friend-
wanted to tell people out there, something pisses you off, change the world. Change it.
Nobody knows how to write a letter, which I think is important even if you don't handwrite it because of email. If you're going to send an email, a business email, you need to know how to write it properly. And a lot of these youngins nowadays don't know how to do it. It's very frustrating. I think he's
Working on
subtly
it.
hinting at another cider.
And,
Subtly.
and you mean subtle by like not so subtle?
Oh, I barely noticed.
I
Yeah.
like swapping letters with you, Andrea, and I'm sorry I'm not riding the subway anymore, but I'm going to start up again because it's fun to sit down and put your thoughts on paper, even as they just come, and nothing else is distracting you, just your ideas, and
I got a letter
to
today.
share it with someone.
I got a letter today from
You did?
Jim. I mean, I know life happens, so it takes us a while to get back and forth, but we did.
See, the problem that I've always had with writing in college is getting to the formatting limits. Like, you know, why am I going to spend 5 sentences in a paragraph when I can say it in 2? Like, I don't need all of the extra fluffy words.
For an
Did you get
email
marked down
or-
for being brief and clear?
Yes, like that is my biggest thing is getting word count and structure correctly because like I don't necessarily like sure I will have an opening sentence and then like the 3 body sentences and then your closing sentence. Like why do I need 3 body sentences when I can concisely construe my point in one?
Are you talking about a letter or a...
Yeah.
Any letter, like well not necessarily letters, but like any writing that I had to do in college.
Oh, when I was in college, I had a 10-page paper due. And I put it off till 2 hours before it was due. I sat at the kitchen table, typed it all out. I got it like a 98.3. It wasn't 10 pages, but I impressed them. Did it in 2 hours.
You're
I
one
had
of
4
those.
weeks to do it.
See, my professors didn't care necessarily. Like, content came second to actual
Technicality.
length and following the general parameters around said paper
See,
slightly more than actual content.
it should be all about the information in it, but
Was that all of your professors, Chris, or just one?
Most of them, yes.
See, yeah, that is going to be something unfortunately you run into in college. College is a training ground for real life. And
I mean, yes,
I
but like,
ran into that in the film festivals. But in my opinion, as a professor, I've been one, am one. If it works, it works. You know what? There you go. If you follow the formula, but if you've done it in 2 or even 1 sentence, it works. So
There's a few
yeah,
comments
sorry,
here.
man, that sucks.
Jules says, "What? The Babylon Bee isn't a viable writing source? I love their articles." Tempe says, "Before we left high school, our teacher made us buy a book called Writer's Ink, which told you how to write letters, business letters, resumes, etc. It was a lifesaver as an adult." And then Dropsome says, Well, the school system went downhill when they wanted to take art and music out of the school. It's so silly, from then to now, with so much gone that helps people to do anything in the real world. Now we are dumbed down to use a computer or phone to do the work for you.
I agree. There's some kind of app. There's advertising on YouTube, Grammarly, and I find it offensive. Like I can't figure out what words to use and how to write correctly on my own damn paper.
Grammarly is like Microsoft 2.0.
I'm not very good with punctuation. I always got points taken off for commas.
That is a fabulous photo, Andrea.
Oh, I'll show you guys because I just.
Love the lips.
That's the hat.
I know, but the mouth is amazing.
I just laid it on the table. Hold on, it laid it on the table.
Oh, it works so amazingly well.
And that happened. You want to show everybody?
It's the unexpected surprise, the happy surprise.
This is what I'm looking at right here. I think that's funny. It's my hat on the table.
My big concern was this poor kid. He's a smart kid. We've had some interesting conversation. He reads books. You know, he's so completely and unnecessarily stressed out in college right now. And you know, I'm just going to give him some tools, and he'll get through it, and it'll be fine. But that's a lot of unnecessary stress that he has. You know. Uh-oh.
What's
Uh-oh.
disappointing?
Empty bottle sound.
What is disappointing?
Chris.
The cider?
Just the cider in general is disappointing?
Yes.
Oh,
It's not
drink a little more.
flavorful.
Yeah, Drop. We are up to just a regular old apple. So
It's their Granny Smith apple.
Oh, okay, great.
Mahalo. Mahalo.
Pizza. Pizza.
Like it doesn't taste like Granny Smith. It barely tastes like apple.
Oh, okay.
What does Granny
Yeah.
Smith taste like? I haven't tasted her.
She's a screamer. Let me see if I can gift Cogsley a sub real quick. Gift a subscription. Let's see if we can find Cogsley. We only need to do a tier 1 for him. Screw the rest. Cogsley bot. Let's see if it'll let me gift on my own channel here. Damn it. I don't think it's going to. I'll mess with it right off air.
Oh my god.
What happened? Are you okay? Was it a good orgasm?
Every Christmas for my entire life, I would ask for a suede jacket with fringe every Christmas, and I never got one. And now there's little companies that sell everything really cheap. They have all these suede jackets with fringe.
Like the really long.
All the
fringe?
models, yeah, all the models they have them on are like the size of children. You know, like, they don't have Amazon size. So.
It's funny, returning things at work today, because that's what I do all day. I had one package come through, and it has the size. It has 4 different sizes on it for different countries. And in US, it's medium. UK, medium. Japan, extra large.
Extra large.
China, extra large.
That's why I wear extra large on Wish.
You think you'd
They're
wish...
like, you're not extra large. Here I am. For the Asians. What?
I'm huge in
You're
Japan.
saying- You're huge in Japan.
True story.
Yes, you are.
So what do you think of this one, the regular Bullrock? Now this is, you said Granny
It's
Smith?
the Granny Smith.
Oh wow, that is like small print. Is this like their... This isn't their regular then. Granny Smith
No.
isn't their regular.
No. It just has like a slightly dry sourness, but there's no real, like there's a hint of apple.
See, if we had
Like if we had taken like a little bit of apple juice and filled it with water, like
and carbonation and
yeah,
bitterness
like
and
carbonated water.
sadness.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
No, not even alcohol.
It's I feel like what? Yeah, none of them had a lot of flavor. And if
The
we had
peach one had a lot of flavor.
But
If
it wasn't
we
a
had-
good flavor.
No, it
Well, the
tasted like
pear
fake.
had the most flavor.
That's true.
But if we had just eaten like 20 minutes before the show, sure, maybe the food would be overpowering the flavors, but yeah, I don't know. Gerald, what do you think about the Bold Rocks, the Granny Smith apples, pear, peach, and brute IPA?
Melakaniki Naka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day.
It's not Christmas.
It is here,
There's
baby.
trees in the store now.
Gary says ghost fish are back.
Chris, next time we get together, I'll bring you up some good ciders.
Okay.
Some
Are you going to
knock your socks off, make your beard fall off kind of ciders.
That's kind of sad.
It sounds like battery acid.
Are you going camping?
I'm not going camping.
Not even for
Aw.
one day.
I have shows still then.
He's like, fuck you. Screw you guys. I'm staying home.
You got it. Okay.
So anyhow, there's our fourth cider. I think next time I'm just gonna do Woodchuck, Red, Strongbow, and Angry Orchard, and just have the standard of each one sitting in front of me, ready to go, and compare them.
Yeah,
'Cause-
the like crisp
I feel like
apple, because like there isn't a regular one
Right.
anymore. There
Well-
isn't just a.
I feel like variety is ruining the regular.
There's
You
too
know-
many choices nowadays for everything.
Well, even potato chips. Now, in my
That's
day,
why I like just the rigid, salty ones.
well, growing up, you had potato chips, you had sour cream and onion, which was awesome,
Barbecue
and you had barbecue.
and plain.
Well, that's why I said potato chips. You didn't even have like rigid yet, ridges. And Doritos were Doritos, and Cheetos were
They were
Cheetos,
taco flavor.
and Fritos were Fritos. And that was your selection. There was 6 choices. And now we have what? 5 different Doritos, 6 different Doritos.
Too much.
3
That's why
different
Cool
Fritos.
Ranch are the best.
You know what? Have you tried that purple bag? I think it's the chili ones. Those are very good.
See, I don't like spicy, so
It's
It's
not
not.
really
It's
spicy.
not hot spicy. It's like
No, it's actually good.
it's
I
like
don't
spicy the way Cool Ranch is spicy.
Oh, but Cool Ranch is nice.
Cool Ranch is the best one.
I don't like anything ranch. Yeah.
I agree, and I've had this discussion with many beer Epicureans. Did you turn my sound off?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
No, I muted
Uh,
myself. There was
Okay.
interference coming through, and I'm trying to figure out where it's coming through. The ghost fish thing, it's because there is a crackly, burbly noise going
So you
on.
muted him, not you.
Should I continue?
Yeah, continue.
Shall I?
I'm just trying to figure
Yeah.
out what side it's on.
We feel that way. There's been a burst, a blossoming of breweries in our area. And, how about just having 1 or 2 really good ones, go-to beers that we can rely on rather than a dozen that are okay, And I find that's what I usually drink. I usually drink a really good German lager or Pilsner, or maybe even a stout. And those are usually my go-tos. And it's fun to explore, it's fun to experiment, and I love the luxury of that at least have 1 or 2 really good ones always on tap.
Yeah, but I feel like if you don't necessarily have that exploration and variety of choice, then you're stuck in that, you get an IPA, you get a lager, and if you're lucky, you get a stout.
You
Like-
get louder and louder.
I am a loud human being, and when I get drunk,
That's not
I get louder.
This is a volume control.
This is
And like
I love it.
I
You
like
go, Chris. You go.
sours, which only have really started becoming more of a thing in the last 3-4 years.
There's a brewery that's opening up because I've been helping them with their paint because they're fixing the building up. They're gonna have stuff like that. So when it opens,
See, I think it's a balance between the two things. I think you have your
lots of
go-to
sours.
4 to 6, your stout, your red, your lager, whatever. But then you have 2 or 3 taps where you can rotate through seasonal stuff. And you do your experimentation, but you have, here's our standard.
Well, you need to
Here's
have
our
something
fun,
special
different
for
stuff.
the holidays because.
Well, you roll
Yeah.
through a seasonal one, and then you just roll
Except for
through a
pumpkin
crazy
spice.
experiment
Fuck
that
that
you
shit.
call the Borg or whatever, and you go. You know, it's okay.
I think you clarified my point a little more. I love, you know me, I love exploration and I'll try them all.
Right.
I love that.
Like
And that's
Pokemon.
luxury. I love freedom. But I, like for example, I was talking with a beer seller and I love Southern Tier. They're out of St. Louis. They're a really neat beer company. Their best beers are their pumpkin, and which comes out, this time. And then they wait till about February, March, and it's their dry Irish. I love stout. And yet you can only get them seasonally. And we both just started laughing, like, why can't we get those two amazing beers maybe a little more often than seasonally, but maybe they make money at it, or who knows. But it just seems like I have to sit through all the other stuff I really don't enjoy
Well,
to
here's the
get to
thing.
the two best.
All right, I'm gonna compare it to not beer, but those
Shamrock Shake.
Hickory Farm things.
Oh.
It's
Sure.
only available around Christmas. If I had them all the time, it just wouldn't be as enjoyable. So maybe it's
Yeah.
seasonal. So
Or those chocolate oranges
yeah,
that are really great.
because in the UK they're everywhere, and it's like that lost. It's yeah. So it's got to be available just every once in a while to keep you happy and interested in it.
It's like vagina. If you could have it all the
It's like saying it's like beer. If you could have it all the time, well, I do.
Well, but
No, we're
it's
talking about
saying
special thing. We're
the
talking about these
special-
seasonal stuff.
the special
Yeah,
flavors.
if you could get that pumpkin one you love so much year round, you wouldn't want it as much when it comes.
Okay, fine, but I love a stout, and everywhere I go, I love having a stout. And I do love sours too, and I do love porters. But
You can
why
have
can't I have a
stout.
stout when
Just a pumpkin.
more
once a year.
than just a stout?
Just every once in a while.
My bid, I can't type and talk at the same time.
Oh, you type on. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about autumn awesomeness. What's your favorite part of fall?
Cider. Like, not hard cider, but like a nice
Mulled cider.
mulled cider. Like, just the fact that, like, it is available to have a nice, fresh, squeezed apple cider.
Don't squeeze the apples.
Or
Good
just
call,
a little.
Chris. I'll drink to that. Good call.
Or
Yeah.
Charmin.
But do not make a cider out of your Charmin. That's
Ew.
it's a bit chunky. um,
Brass chunky. That chunky monkey.
But I do enjoy a good mulled cider.
It's
He
yeah,
likes to make
really
mold shit.
mulled anything. I make mulled wine, mulled cranberry juice, or mulled
I
cider.
like how it makes the house smell. I just don't want to drink it.
It's wonderful because especially as you let it sit in there and seep over the next couple days, and it just gets the seasoning gets stronger.
What's the thing? You got to be careful with the clove, because if you leave the clove in there too
Oh, yeah,
long,
it's very
then you
strong.
ruin it.
But when I do not boil it down, but simmer it down, you know, I leave like whole cut oranges in there, and of course I squeeze the orange into it, and then I throw the orange and the peel in there.
Right.
But then I do a lot of filtering and pulling out all the cloves, all the cinnamon. Now I don't mind throwing a cinnamon stick in there. What do you got? Cunt and what?
Cunt and run.
Back her up.
Cthulhu.
Cut and Run by Slide Clyde.
Okay, back it up.
They're out of
Just a little
Hampton. Back it up. Back it up.
There you go. Hold it there.
Back
There
it
you
up.
go. There you go. Because it blurs if you get too close, and we can't see the whole thing.
There you go.
Cut and run, ginger lemon, ginger lemon.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Go on and
This
tell us
is
about
one
that.
of the ciders, one of the breweries are, that I think you'd really like, Chris. So
I
I was
like the
going to grab
bottle.
you a couple
Yeah, it's a
next
little
time I go
stubby
down
bottle.
there.
It's like a mini moonshine jar.
I like
in
them
the
short and
stubby
stubby.
bottle.
I know, they only had a big one. Ah, God.
Yeah, some of us are cursed like that.
Ooh.
And
Mm.
She'll
Wow,
tell you in
that's
4 more
wild.
drinks. It's what?
It's ginger and lemon.
uh-huh.
I get more ginger than lemon,
Uh-huh.
and it's
Uh-huh.
kind of it's almost where it enters your mouth, where there's not much taste, and then there's that burst of ginger, and it comes to it hits your nose.
It's like giving Chris a blowjob. It's first, not much taste, and there's the burst of ginger. I'm
It
not
does have a
speaking
good
from
mouthfeel.
experience.
Friend left.
I don't know. This one's odd. This one's fun. This
Yeah?
one's good with sushi. It's really light, thin-bodied. Mm.
Like an Asian chick.
Yeah, but she's gonna yell at you the whole time.
Not if you're paying her to be quiet.
Oh, I forgot. Excuse me.
Drink the sake. Drink the sake.
Okay, I love autumn because I look forward to the day I finally have to wear a jacket, just a light one. I look forward to. I get to, if you get real quiet and you listen, you can hear all the bugs dying. All those little-
You can hear the sound of death.
I like when
I
the
love-
trees' leaves die.
The what? I didn't hear you.
The trees' leaves die. The foliage. They're
The
dying,
foliage,
but
the
they're beautiful.
Well, there's also a
They are
sound.
beautiful.
As the bugs' noise is growing weaker and calmer and chilling out literally and figuratively, you also get the sound of the leaves falling and then, of course, the bursts of color that go with that.
Death is beautiful.
Bless you. Bless you. Elizabeth, go on with what you were saying, please.
I do love the leaves falling. I'm blowing a lot of leaves now, with the blower. But I do like this time of year. I feel better. The heat isn't there, so it's not destroying my body. I get excited because there are a lot of holidays coming up and the harvest is coming in. And it just seems like people are starting to cook a little more, experiment
Soups
a
and
little
casseroles.
more.
Because it's not
And there's
so
a little bit
fucking
more
nice.
magic in the air. So I
Some
love it.
Magic, that's Halloween.
Something I want to say, now that we're to less than half the amount of viewers we had before, it's a good time to put this out there. At the tavern, guys, we celebrate one holiday at a time. Which means our next holiday is Halloween. Once Halloween is done, we can start looking at... Not...
Thanksgiving.
Well, I was going to go with November 11th.
Guy Fawkes Day?
Isn't that the 17th or 19th or something?
I don't know. It's early November.
There's some damn President's Day or holiday or something
I
in
don't get it
November. Yeah, I know, same here.
What about the anniversary of Talk of the Tavern in October?
That is October 1st.
That's true.
That's
That's tomorrow.
tomorrow. Hey!
Hey!
Drink to that.
Here's to 7 years of Talk of the Tavern. Of live Talk of the Tavern.
As opposed to dead.
Well, we were pre-recorded before that.
Ginger.
So, yeah, one holiday at a time. After Halloween is Thanksgiving.
I
After
wish-
Thanksgiving is Christmas. After Christmas is New Year's. After New Year's is...
Groundhog's Day.
That's right. Not President's Day, because I
And
don't
you know
care.
what you have on Groundhog's Day?
I know.
Sausage.
And why do you have sausage on
Why do you
Groundhog's Day?
what?
Why do you have saw? Why do you have saw? Hold this.
Because it's groundhog.
That's right, it is. Thank you for your bits, Elizabeth. Nothing better
Yeah.
to see than
Yeah,
your
we don't
bits.
celebrate Valentine's Day. We celebrate Groundhog's Day. We decided that. That was good.
Hold on, we got a picture of the fridge next to the PC as opposed to the fridge.
In the PC?
It's PC and
Oh
fridge.
man, look at that fridge. Hold on, I can't show this to you guys yet. I'm busy. You can't see me touching myself on camera, can you?
No, but we can see you.
Man! And you can kind of see. Okay, I'm going to pass that around. I know, Drop. We're looking at it.
Well, damn.
I know. Here, we could, pan out if you want, but you can also pan out and pass it over to Andrew. I like how you have
There's like 4 different strongbows on the bottom, then the bold rock.
That's a good little setup.
Yeah.
See, instead of my little bar, he's got a little fridge there.
Well, you can be like him when you grow up.
Check it out.
Where's G Fuel?
I don't know. He's got like promotional shit on his fridge next to his computer.
Nice. I didn't know if that was like a drink.
Isn't that pretty?
Isn't it Mountain Dew?
Is it a drink? That's nice.
What is it? What are you asking about G-Force?
G Fuel.
The thing on the top.
Drop, tell us
Top
what
shelf.
G Fuel is.
Top shelf.
Well, I know there's a sticker. Is it actually in there? I see some Cheez-Its in the reflection.
Yes, Cheez-Its.
Michelob Ultra on the top shelf.
It's back.
What's back? Oh, the floppy fishy.
The floppy.
The E-Ghost fish. It is back. Hold on, let me try this.
Someone said Christmas is 12 Fridays away.
Oh, why would they say that?
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. You're all
He's muting
quiet.
himself to make the sound go away. Not
Yeah, I
you,
figured that.
The fish sound. Not the catfish.
I wonder
Not
if
this
it's a
time.
feedback loop.
My bad.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering. It's what we'll have to watch is
This
if
has
it's
happened
triggered
before, I
when
think.
one of us gets too loud. Because keep in
Is it
mind,
me?
she talks in a regular tone and the mic picks it up fine.
Right.
That's why a lot
I'm
of
just
times.
a loud human being.
Well, you're louder in general.
Because
Oh, wait.
you're not drinking.
Have a
mean,
link to
yeah.
We live in a
Making the fish
time when
fly.
even the technology is triggered.
What an error we.
Oh my God, throw my hands.
Now.
I put it in my mouth, but it's covered in cat hair.
Don't put it in.
Otter, come on.
Put it in the trash. Oh, he's talking. Come here. Otter.
He is. He heard something hit the floor. So he does have the pear and the peach and the rosé. And there's the, I think that's a Granny Smith apple there.
Now doesn't matter.
And then just IPA, something. That's all the strongbow on the bottom. That is definitely a lot of cider. And Michelob Ultra?
What the hell?
Is that you or is that for your other half? Because I'm debating between mocking you for it or just like going,
One
I
of
don't
these
want her
things
to.
does not belong.
It does. It Michelob Ultra.
That's weird. There's nothing wrong with it, but it just doesn't match all the other stuff.
Well, that's very true. Now I'm checking out the stuff on top. You should have cropped this so I can't see all the stuff on top. There's a Corona shirt. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, hold on now.
Interesting.
I muted. No different. Elizabeth, would you kindly mute yourself just for a second? Just about 3 seconds. Totally went away immediately. Okay, go and bring it back.
Maybe.
And it's back.
Is that a cat licking the drink off the floor? No, the sound. Oh, nice.
You want to take it and look at it or not? You want to take it and look at it? We're going to pass around your setup.
It sounds like somebody's slurping something off the floor.
I'm afraid to say anything.
No, it doesn't matter if you're saying anything or not. It's
It's funny.
just something coming through there. I don't know what. I'm looking at the G Fuel link. That is interesting stuff. Make it. So you
I'm
grab
gonna
a
teach.
What's that?
Drop, what
I was just
keyboard
gonna-
are you using?
Sorry, Elizabeth.
No worries.
One more time. Give it another shot.
I was gonna revert back to my tutoring session with this young college student. I am gonna teach him that, he's upset, he's worried, he's overwhelmed. Good. It's supposed to be hard, and it's not gonna be the first time. And you're gonna get to, throughout life, you're gonna run into this hardship, and you're gonna have to learn how to deal with it. And this is the first steps. So, And sometimes when we're terrified, or number one, we're out of our comfort zone, which is a good thing. And number two, sometimes we're just really, really excited and we're misinterpreting it. So, well, at least
Very
it's
true.
worked for me to get this low in my career.
Yes. Completely.
Okay, Steel Series Apex.
Okay.
And by the way, the G Fuel, I went there and on it, they're like, okay, so it's got these big old, like, health drink shaker things. And I'm looking at what's in it for you: energy, focus, endurance, hydration. So then
Otter did that.
they have the steps and it says, grab the shaker. Are you guys
Shake
okay
that
over there?
thing. Everybody go and shake that
But
thing.
now we've got quite the investigation going on.
Grab the shaker, fill it with some high quality H2O as opposed to that cheap ass H2O.
HTO?
Crack open that tub or stick pack, pour your G Fuel powder into the shaker, and you're halfway there. Step 2, shake it. Andrew, you ready? Shake that shaker like a Polaroid picture.
Don't do that! That messes up the crystals in it that develop in pictures. That's really bad for your photo.
Very true. If you have a Polaroid, do not shake the fucking picture.
Let
Doesn't
it-
make it faster.
Shake, 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 shake.
And every time we hear that song, I have to.
Shake that thing.
Tempe, have a
Everyone
great
shake
night. Thank you for
Hi,
stopping in,
Tempe.
hanging out for a little bit. We appreciate that.
Jesus
Ooh.
Christ.
Is he there? He's over
Otter.
there.
Butt monkey?
What kind of coaster is that? What kind of coaster are you putting your drink on, Trout?
The cat?
See where Chris's priorities are different from mine?
Well, I need a new keyboard, so.
Well, you better get him to invite you over before you start planning. I'm just saying.
Oh, you know what I love about fall?
Hmm.
It's the start of cookie season.
Is there
Soon there
cookie
will always
season?
be cookies about. There will be cookies everywhere you go.
Actually,
And
she's-
occasionally there'll be homemade ones. So hunt wisely.
Oh, that's not bad.
What's that?
The Apex 350 gaming is $180.
For a keyboard?
Yeah.
And that's not bad.
No, the Razer ones are
$200?
Does it have a hole for my penis?
In the back.
I mean,
And a self-cleaning mechanism?
maybe.
What does it do that makes it so expensive?
Drop, help us out with that. Why?
It's got extra keys along. It's got 2 rows of extra keys along the one side, and extra buttons on the other side.
There must be some fancy keys.
Well, what
They're
they're
all
ma-
mechanical, which is nice.
when you're playing certain video games, Elizabeth, you could take it and assign certain actions to those keys, so it's one button press instead of having to move your mouse and click on something else, etc. You can also set up very specific sequences for inside the game where you just press 3 buttons next to each other instead of have to do multiple. So that, but still, what? Not. Drop ever so eloquently added in helps for gaming. That's why it's $200. Helps for gaming.
It's got 4.5 out of 5 stars.
That's good. That's good. But you know, here's the bottom line, guys. Here's what I'm going to say about this keyboard. Yeah, I'm going to keep mocking it because it entertains me. But we've all got our hobbies. Whether that is golf, going to Ren fairs, video gaming, etc. We're all going to spend a lot of money on our hobbies. Even if you're into something like just photography. Mine was $60 a drop. It sounds like a very hungry alien invasion coming for us.
I know you're currently unavailable, but I'm
I'm just gonna send you this.
Oh no, I think she and I are together forever, but thanks for the offer, Chris. Wait, you said how much? Hold on. We might have something to talk about then.
That's weird.
Oh, I forgot to mention something on air. Monster Fest is this weekend at the Chesapeake Public Library.
That's right, it is.
It is. And they do believe they have costume contests for adults and kids.
Do.
And the standard horror hosts will be there, including one of my favorites, Mr. Lobo. And I believe they're going to do Phantasmo after the show later.
They usually do.
And I believe the doors open around 10.
Yeah.
Might be a little earlier. Yeah. So come on out. It's a really fun fest. It's very safe and PG friendly.
And it's free.
And it's just and it's free. And it's in a library. How
well,
cool
and
can
I
that
know
be?
you bring your kids and it can go from table to table, which are the vendors and all that stuff. And there's candy. So they can do, it's like a safe trick or treat.
It's a safe trick or treats, and let me get to the about page. I believe it's a food drive as well.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, hey, here's one for $50.
and it's a classic horror fest. So if you really like Frankenstein and Dracula, this is the fest for you. And I'm gonna show up with Pickle Man and walk around, and it's just a hoot of a good time. So come on out. Oh, and Dr. Madblood will be there too for fans of him.
It's the other half. Andrew, you want to see his other half?
Okay.
Just pass it over to when you're done.
It's for gaming.
All right. Ace Pineapple, best one. Big time.
I like the chair.
Did we-
It's kind of like my chair.
Do we have a best one?
What? A best one.
Well,
I mean,
These.
if I had to drink another one, I would go with the Granny Smith.
I think I'd go with a big glass of water.
If I had to choose the most flavorful, I'd go with the pear.
I think the Granny Smith was more flavorful than the pear.
See, I disagree.
Yeah, I'm not terribly thrilled with any of them. It's and here's what I'm going to tell all you guys out there watching just to learn about marketing. Always put a strong leader into your mix. So if you're opening up a plaza, you want your anchor store. If you're giving us a 12-pack with 4 different flavors, you want your anchor drink that you know everybody likes. Or at least the vast majority do. Don't put 4 weird things. Give them at least something where if you're like, oh god, these other 3 suck, at least I know I like their regular shit. It also gives you a basis of comparison. It gives you a ground floor to build on. This is poor marketing. Elizabeth, say something, because I think when you talk, it stops the ghost fish. No, I don't think so.
I don't think she can hear you.
I didn't hear you. You broke up.
I just asked you to say something, because when you talk, it actually stops the crackle.
Hello. So, oh my God! Don't make me talk the rest of the time.
No, you don't have to. Just, I'm testing the theory and seeing if that's
When
what
you
it does.
talk, it stops sometimes.
Does this help?
Here's what I suspect it is. We're getting a feedback loop. Your headsets are loud enough, your mic is picking it up. So when you're quiet, we slowly get a buildup of sound from our own voices through your headset to your mic.
Does that help?
It's still there. It's just very, very quiet now. So it seems to have helped, yeah. But that could mean either you don't have to talk the whole time, otherwise it would be called the Elizabeth Pickle Lady Show instead of the Tavern.
That bitch won't shut up.
Oh crap, which one's my work?
I bet you get a good audience with that.
My throat would be so dry.
What are you? Are you collecting M&Ms?
All my little pieces of string.
Here's the noodle. We got the noodle, the one that looks like yours.
Noodle goodness.
Is that Jake that's got the gray tabby with the white bib? And white stripe on the nose? Or is that Deuce? Maybe she can't hear me again.
I didn't know you were talking to me.
Yeah, I'm talking
Who
about your
else was-
cats. I'm using your cats' names.
Oh, Deuce. Oh, yeah. No,
Jake.
Jake is sitting
Deuce.
right here waiting for a crunchy.
Which one is the gray tabby with the white bib and white stripe on his nose?
That's Deuce.
Okay.
Yeah, that's number
yeah.
2.
Noodle,
Deuce.
Noodle Goodness looks like
Deuce. By the way, Drop says
Steve has crushed the bag.
lowering the mic volume will help a bit. Our mic volume, you know, that is something, actually. That is a fair point. Hold on, you're going to get some mic gurgle noise here. I did not turn down the sensitivity today.
Oh my God, they redid War of the Worlds during Victorian times. Yes!
Little rumble. There we go. That should fix it then.
Sorry,
Drop,
that was
let me
me.
ask you, Drop. Andrea, can you say a little something to Drop?
Little something to drop. I don't want to say anything else. Why are you making me talk? Oh my God.
That's enough.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Don't want to tell me to sing yell.
I know.
Drop, how are their volumes? You still hear them pretty clearly and everything? He'll let us know. We don't have to wait. We can keep talking
We're
till
waiting.
But I suspect he hears you fine, and this just took away some of the oversensitivity.
Enjoy that
Thank you,
movie.
Drop. Appreciate it.
So it wasn't me?
Yes and no.
He's like
I don't know.
Well, I was able to fix it on my side, but if you weren't on with us, it was you in the sense that the voices were feeding from your headset to your mic. But because I have turned down my mic level, not the volume, but the mic level, it has taken that away.
I'm going to share something with you. Have you seen it yet?
I have, but I didn't think you saw me outside the window.
This is going to be, I hope this is cool. All right, I shall share. Oops. Damn it. I shall share it in the Twitch talk chat. And you can. It's the BBC did a remake of War of the Worlds, and they made it during Victorian times,
Okie dokie.
or maybe World War One. Let's see.
Alright, sometime between 19...
That was one of my
1888
favorite
and
albums growing up.
1912.
Was the radio opera War of the Worlds with David Essex and Justin Hayworth and Richard Burton. And yeah, just, I mean, I enjoyed the one Steven Spielberg did. I enjoyed the one from the 50s, but, you know, that's the one for me.
Very good, very good. Yes, I will check it out after the show here.
So,
Well, I just wanted to post it for our audience, for
Oh,
those
yeah.
of you out
Oh,
there
yeah.
that's still with us.
Yes,
what
Andrea?
time is it? My phone's at 1%.
We got 10 minutes,
Okay.
and we're done. Not that we can't cut it off sooner. Okay, other autumn stuff. Let's, for the last 10 minutes, let's talk about autumn. I knew a girl named Autumn once.
I love being able to sit outside and not get eaten alive. I love it when
By
you're having a
zombies.
nice cup of coffee. Well, that's, you got to watch out for those.
I meant to make
People
coffee
sense.
before the show. Damn it, now I remember.
Zombie
But with
fever.
all the dead leaves, you can hear the zombies coming.
Oh, I can hear them coming anyway because they're moaners.
Sorry.
Imagine if they were screamers. Ah! The whole time, just shrieking. How annoying that would be.
That's right.
Hundreds of people just shrieking at you.
It'd be like a fox convention. Foxes, which is a closest direct relation to banshees when it comes to vocality.
Yeah.
That would be a different level of zombieism. Like, it's just so annoying. You just couldn't kill them fast enough.
Keep talking about things. I really got to get something else in my mouth besides those flavors.
On camera?
Say ah.
They are long neck bottles.
Lord have mercy.
I like campfires and like just sitting out around a fire in the evening.
When
house
it's
fires.
cold.
I mean, not even cold, just when it gets a little crisp so that it's like...
Great, when's your next day off? I got a bonfire out back I gotta set up. I'm serious.
Well, it's, yeah, because we haven't done the fires all
next
summer.
Sunday.
It's, but yeah, I've got all this. I've got to cut the grass around it, but I've got like a 6 foot tall pile of stuff to burn, and
As soon as that part comes in, you'll cut. Right, so
yeah. Well, it's thanks to Ben and his suggestions on how to handle my small engines, plural. The weed whacker. The whacker has a lot more power, and so does the blower.
I like that too, Chris, sitting by the fire. And then I really like it when you're just getting toasty and you have feet right up on the fire, and then you realize your shoes are smoking. You got to
I
go
thought you
out and put them on.
Only social.
It's fun. Oh, I love that. And I love the smell of it, and I love how warm your face gets. Yeah, I can't wait.
eyebrows singe.
I don't let my shoes smoke. They're laced with something.
I like how, okay, so all the leaves fall, and all of a sudden you can see the trees, you can see all the branches, and then you can see the little highways that like the little squirrels take or the birds prefer, and then it just gives a different point of view through nature for a while. I like that. They still sneak up on you though. It's amazing.
They do, except when they're going across the leaves.
Yeah.
Like the child walking into the movie theater with candy in his pocket.
Sorry, thinking about the latest news. Anyhow.
Okay, he's gonna put his butt in the cup.
Hey,
anyhow.
do you know how you make holy water?
Yes.
You got to cook the hell out of it.
Now, what about you, Andrew? You haven't put much in on this. What about autumn for
The
you?
dead leaves.
Okay, besides murdering vegetation, what else?
Halloween. And stabbing pumpkins. Makes me happy.
That's why we don't let her trick or
Basically,
treat
yeah.
anymore.
Because she
Ding
stabs
dong.
pumpkins.
Candy.
What are you doing?
Only if they say trick, right?
No, we told her she can't do tricks anymore either.
Don't tell me.
Not without pay.
No, because she was taking payday. The candy bar.
Oh, I don't like those. I was talking to somebody at work about it. It's like, I like all chocolate, but then it's like, that's not chocolate. That's nasty.
There's white chocolate, which is not chocolate. That is like confectioner sugar and oil.
Mm-hmm.
And vanilla.
It makes my teeth hurt.
Oh.
Like literally, I'd be just biting into it. My teeth go, don't do that. So yeah, autumn is my favorite season. What I found, I love looking outside, because in fall, just like in spring, you get a weather change and you get a lot more cloud cover and dark clouds.
You said the clouds?
The clouds. And people calm down, chill out, and shut up
No, they don't.
when it gets gloomy. In other words, they get depressed, but they stop talking as much.
Really?
Well, I mean, not you.
See, I like spring better because I don't like the cold, and it means the cold is coming.
I don't like the allergies.
Like the
of spring.
temperature and generalness of fall, sure. But I like spring better because it's getting warmer, because I hate the cold.
So I'm okay. See, the thing about the cold of winter makes me appreciate the warmth of summer. It was just the last Friday I got out of work and it was hot out. It was almost 90 degrees. And I tilted my head back and face into the sun and thought, I'm starting to sweat. It is hot out because in 2-3 months I'm gonna be like, it is fucking cold. I just want to get to my car. So I figured, let me enjoy this basking in heat. Let's see how it goes. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't it. So we got 5 minutes left. Let's do a closing.
5 minutes.
Now, Elizabeth, do you have any final ciders there?
Just my Sly Clyde. My lemon ginger.
Sorry, yeah, that's it.
Pineapple was the best one. Pineapple was just delicious.
Are you gonna try it?
I think I'll try it now.
And you'll find out if your tongue and her tongue likes the
Match.
same things.
Dirty birdies. Dirty birdies. Dirty birdies. But yes, Travis, if you are eating with whatever you're drinking, the pairing can affect or
Sure.
hurt.
I think
Absolutely.
the pairing, if you had the right food, it would definitely improve the flavor on this. It would bring it out. It would contrast it. Especially a lot of them are very blandish and mildly bitter. Tart is a better word than bitter in this case, I think.
Apparently, well, bitter and tart's different.
Yeah. Because tart is still on the sour end, when these were definitely had more bitter notes than sour notes.
Maybe a mild tart in my mind. And when it comes to palates, there's really no comparing because I can't know what you taste and you can't know what I taste. So yeah, it's one thing I've learned with different whiskeys and cigars and everything. Yeah, if somebody says they taste fucking elephant toes, just say
How
okay.
would they eat an elephant? No, I don't want to know. Poor elephant.
It's like pig's feet, but different region.
But a lot more of it.
They're huge.
It's got a lot of
One toe is all you
soul.
need.
There's a joke about that.
No.
So I just saw a drawing of someone yawning, and I yawned. How funny is that?
See, now I'm going to.
I want to say hello to Victoria real quick, who's
Hi,
popping in
Victoria.
right at the end. She says, I love how the cat is so chill. Just a quick hello. Busy October started today. Fuck you!
Which cat?
And then she put LOL. She didn't
Yeah,
actually say
one.
fuck you.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know. Let's see which
Four,
which
five.
cat can we see on the
Half.
screen.
Half
Okay.
of the cats.
Now, Victoria, just so you know, this is Mr. Buddy Otter.
Esquire.
This is Cuttlefish. Now, just behind me here, you can see a little bit
Of noodle.
of Noodle, and this is Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Ow. It wasn't like...
Floppy paws.
Yeah.
No. But just one.
Just one floppy paw. The other paw is like... "Urgh."
He's not a cat. He's a baby shark.
Baby shark doo doo
They
doo
did
doo.
fight a shark bear last night,
It's true, we did.
which we decided to put the two words
Which
together
Was me.
and make it a share.
That was
Because you
me.
take shark and bear, put it together, it's share.
They wouldn't let me eat the puppy.
The other version was bark. So. He is the My buddy.
Run, it's swim, it's share. It's share, swim for your lives.
Run away! Here comes the share!
But I wanted it to be a bear head with like a sharp body so it flops around. He said no.
I did put the kibosh
If I
on.
could turn back
That would
time.
be funny. Just, I'd have to flop around.
There's a fight in World of Warcraft where that happens. You have to run away from a
Do
giant shark
you
that's coming after you.
believe in love
What do
after
you think, you're a
love?
circus screamer? She is so fucking popular now.
Yeah, I know. I'm not.
Someone's snoring.
That's Mr. Awesomeness. Steve crushed the bag and he's under the chair.
Crush the dude.
Steve!
Crush the bag.
Victoria
Put the kitten in the
says,
basket.
But I'd pet Chris.
Yeah, you would.
You
Oh.
Oh, we're gonna put the pumpkin hat on him and swaddle him like a baby. Where's my hat?
Check out our clips tonight, Victoria. Enjoy the burrito one.
Here, there's 2 eyes on it now.
Oh, good.
Kind of.
Looks like the guy from Fat Albert now.
Yeah, you gotta leave the front curled up a little bit, like the lip.
Where are the clips?
Here's a clip. It's a chip clip.
If you go to the regular channel, like you're gonna view the channel.
Hey.
Give me a second. Let me pull it up so I can walk you through it.
Oh,
Right along the top of the screen, it says Home Videos
Hi.
Clips.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. Sorry.
Yep.
Forget.
There we go. Okay, let's wrap this up and get out of here. Here's to autumn in general, and here's to
Pumpkin
crisp,
hats.
delicious apples and making them alcoholic.
Pumpkin hats.
Somebody help me out here. Get some outro music. You guys have a great night. Don't forget, we will be on and off all week, so come check us out. Outie here.
Thanks for joining us
Here's some
in
closing
discussion
music.
shenanigans tonight. You are the one thing that makes the show what it is.
So,
Don't forget to join us
yeah,
at the tavern
Victoria,
next
love to
week.
see you. Stop
Until
in for
then,
10 minutes on
have
most
fun,
nights.
keep learning, and be good to one
And,
another. Now,
of course,
raise your
D&D on
glass in good
Sundays. That's
cheer.
always a
Enjoy
blast.
the
Put us
small
on in the
moments
background
every
while you're
day.
doing
And see
things.
your dreams every night.
Or yourself. Or somebody else. Good night, Victoria.
Cat butt.
Cat butt.
Cat butt.
Look at that cheer thing next to her name there. Yes, it is. Gary, have a good one, man.
Hi, Gary.
Night drop. Good night, everyone else. Where's the goodbye button? There it is.